That was Olive, the Blue Weather Hen, and me, Davey Weathercock, and we're here to do something about the weather. You know, I've myself have misquoted Mark Twain by saying, Mark Twain said, everybody talks about the weather, but they're fucking wrong. It's what I said, but what Mark Twain actually said is everybody talks about the weather and nobody does anything about the weather. But we do things about the weather, and we'll go about it today. One thing is you gotta eat. Well, I eat around here in the winter because you need high density nutritional value. We eat a lot of sourdough chicken saddles. We call them chicken saddles because it's what we used to call them on the turkey drives. We call them turkey saddles, but we also had chickens with us, and there was always a cook, and I was the cook on the drives. You know, old Davey is a lot older than he looks like, but we did drive turkeys down out of Turkey Town into Natural Bone when I was a young man, and I got to be a cook's assistant, and I learned this sourdough recipe, and that's what we're going to do for you today. But one of the principles of it is on a turkey drive, we were bringing them maybe 20, 30 miles out of Turkey Town, which really it didn't have what you would call roads out of it at that time. It certainly wasn't a town, but we did raise a lot of turkeys. There weren't turkeys at all in the Adirondacks then, except for domestic turkeys. They're up there now, the wild turkeys, and they're a different creature. The bred turkeys were white, and we'd have to drive them to market in November, December. It'd often be snows then. It'd be hard trail. We'd be on the trail for a week or so, and we'd bring a little alcohol, and we'd bring the mouth harp, and we'd bring the nose harp, and we'd bring the jaw harp, and we'd bring the sourdough. Now, if you didn't have it started, you could start it. If you didn't have an old culture from an old sourdough, you could start one. If you really had to do it quickly, you start one in an old sock. Don't tell anybody about it if you're the cook, but the effect is similar. You get the bubbles in there, and you get some elasticity, but what you're going to mix up is its layer ration, and you make it palatable by letting it soak a lot, because some of the grits are kind of large, and then you add as much white flour as you can afford as been carried. Now, I'll show you how we make these things, and then we'll go outside and see what the weather is. But you know, and I know, and we outside and see what the weather is. But you know, and I know, and we. Now, you probably will be carrying your sourdough in a sock or maybe in a baggie. It's fairly fixed, close to your body, inside your clothes. You won't get your yeast working. And then in the morning, you whip it up. You want to activate that glue. Let it get a little dry on one side, on top of the griddle. Then you may actually want to turn it over a couple times. Now, the important thing is the shape. There's a couple reasons for that now. Now, look. Here it is. It's used as a saddle. Now, the reason you use a saddle is not, I don't use a saddle on Olive, but turkeys actually have to have. And the reason for the hole is you don't get a pancake that's all humped up in the middle and kind of wet and slimy there. It spreads two directions. That's one reason. The other reason is you put the string in actually cloth bands. That's what you use to cut the pancake. You tie them through the hole, and then you tie the ribbons under the chicken or the turkey, as the case may be. So let's go outside, or let's pretend we're just going outside now, because actually we did that earlier on.